This is Oolong, and it's a margin and rebalancing mechanism design for Uniswap v4 hooks. So yeah, it's well known that pools need to attract a lot of liquidity to reduce slippage and to be efficient. So, and the profit margins for these LPs are pretty small, and they face risk from impermanent loss. So raising fees would be great to give more compensation to these liquidity providers, but that increases the spread and it reduces the efficiency of the price discovery. So the solution that Oolong kind of uses is that we recycle the unused liquidity by lending it into margin positions, and then we generate fees through the interest on the lended collateral. And yeah, the other cool thing about this is because we're moving liquidity about in order to do lending, we can also rebalance the liquidity automatically to make sure that we have our liquidity in the optimum ticks. And another benefit to this is also that by generating interest fees on the loans, we can actually reduce the fees for normal swaps and reduce the spread, making arbitrage more efficient. So yeah, just a quick overview of the timeline. So I've mostly just been working on the rebalancer part. The margin and the fees and the liquidations I still need to work on. So just a bit of clarity there. So yeah, this is the kind of flow for the rebalancer hook. So LPs can deposit liquidity into the hook contract, and the hook contract manages that liquidity, keeps track of what ticks it's in, and then mints claim tokens for the LP. And the trader can do swaps, and after they swap, the hook will rebalance the liquidity into like the most efficient of ticks. For the margin mechanism design, so what we can do is essentially, let's say we're going to do a margin short position. We know that a short position will reduce the price and shift the price this way. So we'll take the hook keeps track of where the liquidity is and which ticks it's in. So if it's a short position, it would take the liquidity from the max ticks, or the highest ticks. So that way we're always taking liquidity from the opposite side that the price is moving, and the opposite is the case for liquidations. So if there's lots of liquidations happening, we're actually adding liquidity into the ticks that the price is moving into. So that's quite nice for the design. Yeah, and again, so the flow would look something like this. A trader can call swap, and then after the swap, we check for liquidations, we rebalance the liquidity, and then we distribute fees to the hook, to the LPs, and to the swapper. So yeah, I would have liked to have a bit more time to work on this, but I think it's like a solid idea, and I'd like to keep working on it. In terms of the code, so I based it off the full liquidity, full range liquidity example that was there. I added in these liquidity state. So the contract keeps track of the lowest tick with liquidity, the highest tick, the liquidation price, and the total liquidity. And then when we add liquidity, yeah, we can set the min tick and the max. We get the min and the max tick and add that liquidity to the existing positions, and then we mint this token here. We also have like after initialize. So after we initialize, we set the tick ranges and the price and everything, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. I can run like some tests. I've only written one test, but it is that test should pass. Let's just run through the tests while that's running. So yeah, we just got the basic setup here, and then essentially, yeah, it's just a very, very simple test. So you can see that it's passed there, but all we're doing is we're just adding some liquidity to the rebalance hook through this add liquidity function, and then here we've just got to check. So we check how much liquidity is in the pool, and then we just check that we have the right amount of tokens. So obviously there's a lot more to do here, and I would have liked to have done a lot more, but I'll definitely keep on working on this because I think it's like a solid idea. And yeah, thanks. This has been a great program, and I'm really happy to be on it.